Now I will discuss you about the string. What is string in PHP? Let's start. String is actually a sequence of characters. I already have shown you this in the previous lecture. Now I am going to discuss you something about the string functions. Before going to work with the string functions, I am going to write something and to show you something about string. You see that I am going to declare a variable in string. For example, Bangladesh is a beautiful country. So for example, this is a string, right? Now I am going to run this code. That means to echo this string in the output. So I am going to browser, refresh. You see that this is showing without any problem. Now sometimes it can be happen that a string can contain something that is under a double quote or a single quote. For example, I want to show something in the browser that is Peter's car is very nice. For example, this one I want to show in the output. So what I will do, if I put it here like this, Peter's car is very nice, there is no problem. I can easily show it in the output like this. If I refresh, you will see that Peter's car is very nice is showing here without any issue. But problem is, we can we can call a string in two ways, that is single quote or double quote. If I want to write or want to output the same thing into a single quote, that will be a problem. This single quote, starting single quote and ending single quote, this is actually for string, but the single into the single quote it contains another single quote that is like this, that is Peter's car. So in that case, what will happen, it will show me an output and you cannot run this. If I output this, if I try to output this, you will see that it is showing parse error, syntax error, because this is invalid syntax. In this way, you have to remember that I will just omit this one. That means when this thing will be happened, a single quote into another single quote, then I will just put the first one and last one intact. Just I will give here a backslash. Here putting a backslash means this single quote will just omitted. That means it will work, but this will not work as the single quote of a string. So if I now go here and refresh, and if I want to see the output, you will see that it is showing without any problem. So here is two solution. One is I can put a double quote, and into the double quote like this, I can easily put it as it is. But if there is single quote into another single quote, then I will have to use a backslash in the internal single quotes. So this is one thing. The similar thing it can be happen for the case of when I will just go to write another string. I will want to show like this. Here this is, for example, double quote, or normally here double quote is not used. It can be used like this. My country name is, for example, you want to take it into this. My country name is Bangladesh, and in order to highlight it, for example, you want to put a double quote here, the Bangladesh. How I can show this as in the output? In order to show that in the output, I am going to put here str equal to, the similar way I am going to copy this and paste it here. But you see that into the strings starting quote or ending quote, there is extra two double quotes. So I will have to use a backslash in the beginning of this quote, and here in this quote I also use a backslash like this. That means if this one and this one are the main string double quote starting and ending, and inside this what I will use this one and this one, and here I will have to omit that using a backslash. Another solution in this case, I am going to show the output first. Now go here, and refresh, you will see that the output is showing without any problem. Another solution here is like the previous one, that is I will use a single quote here instead of double quote, and just I am going to copy this now into here. So into the single quote, when I will use the double quote, there will be no problem at all. So here if I go to show the output, what you will see, I refresh and you see that it is working without any problem. So I hope you have understood this logic very well.